I guess most are here. Is Carlos joining today?
He should, I'm not sure.
Okay, let's wait for 1 more minute then. Unless someone else has all the info for the DevNet.
Yeah, I can give some updates. So we still have an issue with Nimbus. So they fixed something, but not completely. And yeah, we also have issues with Erigons. And yeah, besides that, probably one of the Erigons with Lighthouse. So something happened with Lighthouse then paired with Erigon. But just overall, beside those two issues, everything is good. So Nethermind wise, we're ready for the hard work.
Well, so what's the issue with Erigon? Is it still like the transaction pool thing?
Yeah, perhaps.
So they are not, I mean, they are creating blocks, but that are empty, right?
Yeah.
All right. Samnat, could you, I mean, did you maybe have more time to investigate this?
Yeah, I think I had indicated last week that there might be a bug lurking in a transaction pool. I don't think this is it, but there has been some commits recently to fix different issues related to overflowing. I think something on the lines of what we saw as shared by Carlos there about multiple warning logs of transaction pool. So that should be fixed. I have put in another fix as well, and there is a pending pull request for preventing MDBX race condition. So I guess these put together should minimize the transaction pool issues. What I am not 100% confident about is that the bug that I was talking about was not really triggered in this DevNet as yet. So I'm still after it. It may have something to do with the transaction pool design itself. So there has to be some small changes there. But I think with these 3 PRs, the block production issue should not happen. And I think it does not happen all the time. It just triggers at some point of time. And then from there, the transaction pool kind of goes a little bit crazy. So yeah, I think a restart and a cleanup, and I think I'll update the image for DevNet 3, and hopefully that wouldn't happen on the DevNet. At the same time, I'll work in the background on the suspected issue that I was talking about last week.
Awesome. So just to confirm, Ruben and Carlos, maybe, like, does Erigon build blocks with transactions at some point, or is it just broken all the time?
Yeah. From what I see, it produces just blocks with no transactions. It doesn't look that broken, right, Carlos?
Yeah, we have some blocks that are not empty that have some transactions, but like normally other blocks, for example, that we have with Nethermind have like 500 transactions or so, and mostly of Erigon just have a lower bit, even empty or around 20 or 50 transactions.
And does this improve when you stop the nodes, kill the transaction pool MDBX, and then restart it?
Haven't checked that because just restarting the nodes simply triggered the issue again. Like they all have the fuzzers connected to them, so it still happens. I'm not sure if with some fix this will change.
Okay, and on the Erigon side, like there are girlies today, I think. So presumably you've participated in a DevNet for Ethereum mainnet as well. Is there no issue there, or is it? I mean, is it specific to Gnosis, or is it also on mainnet?
I think there was an issue with our internal CL Kaplan, but it's still experimental, so it's like issues with Kaplan are expected. Otherwise, I think it went mostly smoothly for Girly.
So this like block building issue that has like not enough transactions or empty blocks is only related to Gnosis then?
No, I think we occasionally have issues on Ethereum mainnet with block production, like produced blocks having no transactions. So yeah, I think it's been a long-going issue, and we should give our transaction pool some love.
Okay, so that's at least something. Would be probably a bit worse if it was only for Gnosis. Yeah, Marek?
For Girly, mostly validators are Nethermind and Geth probably, so it might be not observed as much as on DevNet when Erigon produce blocks very often, probably. That is the case, but Andrew can correct me.
You're probably right.
Okay, sorry, too much to type. And what was the issue with Erigon and Lighthouse specifically?
I think Lighthouse is down, lost its pierce or whatever. I don't know. Like, did you Carlos checked it or not yet? Because I just noticed it.
Carlos, did you check?
Oh, sorry, it was muted. Yeah, I checked the node and restarted it. So probably that updated peers. Maybe it was an issue with that.
So it works again now, right?
So yeah, it's sync right now.
Okay, perfect. Lion. So yeah, Lion lost his voice today. So regarding Dencon Girly fork, a consensus bug in Prism caused a network split. This is fixed already, and Girly is finalizing. So far, no other notable issues. Yeah, so we don't have Prism, so should be good enough.
Just to reiterate on Erigon, so do we have an updated image so we can take it and receive the notes or flash the database?
Not yet. I'll update it later today after the PRs are approved.
All right, thanks.
All right. So regarding the shadow fork, do we have everything we need? I deployed the proxy, I think, yesterday or 2 days ago. Is this good enough, or are there other requirements?
No, I think contract-wise it's all good. So it's I already started some nodes to start syncing Chiado and prepared them to fork at some point. So we'll check them up today if whatever that is sync or not. But yeah, we're starting moving into that. I think there is no more requirements.
All right. Sounds good. When do you think this will be done? Or like when will we have like a working shadow fork?
I think, yeah, I'm trying to get it ready this week. The only issue is that since we don't have an image for Erigon to have like the exact time that we decide to use for the shadow fork. I need to coordinate a little bit more with Samnat to get some custom image to have Erigon ready.
Can we not like have something for Erigon that can mount like config options separately without building new images all the time?
I think we tested that for DevNet 3, but we have some issues with the Erigon init command for Aura networks. I'm not sure what is the status of that. Probably Samnat or can talk a bit more about that.
No, that's not ready yet. There is also another linked issue related to snapshots after you started with that configuration. It's a known bug. I can try that again, but I think it's just straightforward to just update the image.
All right. Yeah, I guess that's good enough for now, but it would be nice to be able to do this. I mean, if Carlos could do that himself, sorry. But yeah, okay. Okay, so I guess for DevNet and Shadow Fork, everything is okay. So then Shadow, well, that's not much more, I guess. Everything should be ready. So we deployed again, to confirm the 4788 contracts. I guess there's no other dependencies. I mean, I've asked the past few weeks and there's never been anything. So in comparison to Chapella, at least it should be more straightforward. Does anyone have any concerns for the Shadow hard fork at this point? I mean, except issues we're having on indefinite.
No concerns.
All right, regarding Hive tests, maybe Igor has a more complete update, but apparently Igor is working on the Erigon tests that are failing, and there is this new Telegram channel for daily Hive test updates. Feel free to join it if you are interested or not. Igor, do you have anything else to add?
No, nothing else.
Okay, sounds good. So on the innovation side, so there's this Shutter thing, which Nethermind is working on, but I mean, if I understood correctly, you're relying, or you need at least a token image for like the keepers and basically testing environments. And well, this has been promised to us, I think, start of December. There's nothing yet. I asked again, and then potentially we would get an image this week. Let's hope so. I'm assuming they are busy or were busy with our DAO launch that started, I think, a few days ago. So yeah, hopefully there will be an update soon. Yes, Marek, please.
If from what I understand from Ruben and Mark, to even work on our networking code, we need that. So we don't have networking layer implemented in Shutter. And without this, we can implement block production layer in our in code, and Mark is progressing with that. Am I correct, Ruben?
Yeah, we're also working on the cryptography part. So for that, we don't need a networking right now. So we're trying to cover parts when we don't need this Docker image prompting.
All right. Yeah, I guess there's no other news regarding that. Or I mean, Shutter in general.
Yeah, we're progressing with this cryptography because there are a lot of things needs to be implemented on our end, and also we're discussing some changes on their end to make like things more consistent and easier for us. I think they're going to agree because their initially was positive. You probably noticed that in the channel that Mark was discussing with Yannick.
Yeah, I mean, I was discussing with Yannick, just choosing between sort of two different curves, and I was kind of suggesting to use the newer one, but there's also some other more like custom cryptography in the spec, so I'm kind of looking into how to handle that.
All right. right. Was it to BN 254 and BLS 12 or something?
Yeah, we were discussing between those two BLS. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So regarding client updates in general, Nethermind.
Yeah, we just released a bug fix version, and this is besides it is a shadow ready. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll release a new one before the actual hard fork, but this 1.25.1 is already shadow ready.
All right, perfect. So we can add this to the comms. I will tag Arman. On Erigon side, any news? Oh yeah, I still haven't tested the pruning thing. I'm sorry, that's a lot going on.
No, nothing else.
So, and as for Chiado, so I think we're going to make a new release tomorrow or perhaps on Friday that will schedule DenCon for Chiado.
Awesome, thank you. For guests, I think Guillaume is not present. All right, and for Gateway, any news, Anton?
Not really, nothing specific.
Awesome, thank you. So Lion says we should do one definite shallow fork that tests max per epoch activation channel limits. Can you comment a bit more on this? So I'm guessing just testing whether you start with a validator count where churn is bigger than 2. Okay, that's going to be a bit complicated. Maybe let's move this to the core devs Telegram now.
What's the value currently?
Okay. Well, this is a new config variable, right? With the new EIP, and currently we have a high churn. Yes. Okay, let's move this maybe to the core devs Telegram group because, yeah, it's going to be a bit difficult if Lion can't speak anyways. Yeah, if you could write something more developed, I guess, on Telegram, that would be nice, Lion. All right, except for that, any comments or questions? I'll take that as a no. Well, thanks for joining, and see you next week, and on Telegram right now for the churn limits. Definitely. See you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye, everyone.